American Idol winners list in order, from Kelly Clarkson to Jamal Roberts. Find out the incredible journeys of American Idol winners, from Kelly Clarkson's groundbreaking debut to Jamal Roberts' recent triumph. When American Idol first came onto our screens back in 2002, nobody could have imagined it would grow into the pop culture giant it became. It started as a simple singing competition. But it soon turned into this decades-long time capsule of musical dreams and goosebump-worthy performances. Yes, the judges came and went, but the soul of the show never really got lost. It was always about that one voice. Some winners rode that wave all the way to Grammys and sold out arenas. Others found out that the spotlight can be a fickle friend. But every season carved out a story. Whether it was Kelly Clarkson launching herself into superstardom or Jamal Roberts carrying the legacy forward today, American Idol has always been less about the crown and more about the ride. In 2002, a 20-year-old from Texas stepped onto the Idol stage and didn't just perform, she changed the game. Kelly Clarkson was showing the world exactly what the show could become. Her showdown with Justin Guarini felt like must-see TV. And when she let loose on a moment like this, everyone knew that she was the one. And that is how she became the first ever winner of American Idol. The single didn't just climb the charts, it rocketed to the top, knocking out a Beatles record along the way. From the very start, Clarkson wasn't just raising the bar, she was putting it somewhere most people could only dream of reaching. From that moment on, Kelly Clarkson became the gold standard for what Idol winners could achieve. With 10 albums, 3 Grammys, and countless hits, she's conquered music and even TV as a coach on The Voice and daytime programming with The Kelly Clarkson Show. Beyond the spotlight, she's a proud mom to River and Remington. Many say she's still the most successful idol ever, proof that the show's first spark was truly lightning in a bottle. Ruben Studdard, lovingly nicknamed the Velvet Teddy Bear, melted hearts in 2003 with his amazing vocals. Season 2 brought us a powerhouse voice that carried him all the way past Clay Aiken. It was a finale that still feels like one of Idol's closest calls. Almost immediately, he was making waves outside the show, too. He snagged a Grammy nod for Superstar and watched his debut album, Soulful, fly off shelves until it turned platinum. But Studdard never stopped moving. He later shifted into gospel and then poured his heart into Ruben Sings Luther. In his voice, it was more of a love letter to Luther Vandross than a cover. His voice has this way of leaning back into classic soul and reminding you why you fell in love with music in the first place. Fantasia Barrino's Idol journey in 2004 was pure, unshakable energy. She was just 19, and her voice took her all the way past Diana DeGarmo and even a young Jennifer Hudson. Her first album, Free Yourself, burst out with 4 Grammy nominations, and years later, she finally held that golden trophy in her hands for Bittersweet. But her journey wasn't all smooth sailing. Her memoir Life Is Not a Fairy Tale revealed the struggles behind the spotlight. But Barrino has always been a fighter. She reinvented herself on Broadway in The Color Purple. Decades after that first audition, she was dazzling again on screen in the 2023 film version, with a Golden Globe nomination and all. Offstage, she found her forever with Kendall Taylor and got married to him in 2015. Fantasia Barrino is one of those rare artists who can be both raw nerve and iron spine, fragile and unstoppable all at once. Carrie Underwood took the Idol crown in 2005, and to everyone it was clear that she was destined for something bigger. At just 21, the Oklahoma native outshone rocker Bo Bice and wasted no time stepping into stardom. Today, she's sold more than 70 million records. She has stacked up Grammys and was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. Reflecting on her own journey later, she said, via People. Beyond music, she built her fitness brand Kalia. She even wrote a best-selling book, Find Your Path. Now she's a mom of 2, wife to former NHL star Mike Fisher, and now, a full-time Idol judge, stepping in from season 23. Taylor Hicks wasn't the typical pop star blueprint, and maybe that's exactly why 2006 couldn't look away from him. With his shock of silver hair and that gravel-smooth voice, he turned being the oldest Idol winner at 29 into a badge of honor, outlasting Catherine McPhee, Chris Daughtry, and Kelly Pickler. His coronation single, Do I Make You Proud, shot straight to #1, as if the country was collectively swept up in his soulful Alabama groove. Hicks never really chased trends. He built his own lane. He mixed blues, soul, and pop into a sound that felt raw and real. Broadway came calling with Grease, and back home in Birmingham, he built Saw's juke joint into a place that carried his musical spirit. For a while, he stepped away from the spotlight totally. But in 2023, he slipped back in with Teach Me to Dance, just before his Grand Ole Opry debut. He reflected in an interview with People, knowing Idol gave him his platform. When he says he was lucky to be on Idol when he was, you can tell it's not false modesty. At just 17, Jordin Sparks became Idol's youngest winner in 2007. Her debut single No Air, with Chris Brown, became a massive hit. It became one of the best-selling tracks from any Idol album. Her debut album went platinum, proving she was more than just a teen prodigy. Jordin's career stretched beyond music. She made her Broadway debut in 2010, co-starred with Whitney Houston in Sparkle, and even launched her own perfumes. After some time away, she came back strong in 2015 with Right Here Right Now. She also returned to Idol as a mentor in 2023, telling contestants via ABC 7. David Cook won Season 7 in 2008. He carved out his space with that cool, gritty rock edge. His style made him stand apart from the polished pop crowd. Beating out the wildly beloved David Archuleta, Cook leaned into an alt-rock lane. This gave Idol one of its most unexpected yet satisfying champs. His first album hit platinum and gave us Time of My Life. Later projects like This Loud Morning and Digital Vein kept his fans occupied. But behind the career highlights, life threw him some weight to carry. The loss of his older brother in 2009 hit him hard. Cook turned the Idol stage into a place of tribute, delivering one of his most heartfelt performances. Even years later, he's stayed unafraid of showing the cracks and the truth. When he wrote Reds Turn Blue, he described it as therapy put to melody. He said, via People. Chris Allen's win in 2009 felt like one of those Idol plot twists nobody saw coming. Adam Lambert was the firework. He was all glitter and high notes, but Allen slipped in with that soft-spoken charm that made people lean in closer instead of backing away. His take on Kanye West's Heartless still feels like the moment he quietly stole the season. No Boundaries gave him his coronation anthem, and his debut album landed later that year. Instead of chasing big stadium shows and flashy performances like Lambert, Allen took a more grounded path. He shaped his journey with heartfelt albums such as Thank You Camellia, Letting You In, and even marked a milestone with his retrospective Project 10. He's never been about flash, more like the guy who keeps writing songs that soundtrack small but important moments. Off stage, he's even more grounded.